Now then, so I know when I first started fishing, I had no idea how to elasticate one of these. So I'm going to teach you all how to do it. If you're new at fishing or you're getting into it, you've just got a pole and you don't know. So I'm going to teach you the ways how to elasticate a match top kit and just a normal top kit. Right, so to start off with, we're going to do the match kit. So your match kit, you really want to be using a puller bung, like that. So your elastic can go through the middle of them, and then come out the end. You don't want to be using a normal bung, we have to use them, go inside, like that, right faff, you don't want to be doing that. So you want to be using them, right? So what you'd do is, you'd put it in, so can you see that there? See how that's in? Mark that with your finger. So you see how that is marked, and then all I'm going to do is 1, 2 up, so there it is, right there, and that's where I'm going to cut it off. Right, so we've just got an hacksaw. I maybe would use a junior hacksaw if I was you, and so I've got my elastics down there, so I've just marked it a little bit. That was just where my thumb was, if you can see that. All I'm going to do, just bear with me, my finger's a bit chilly. And obviously, I maybe do it on a worktop or a table, not a tripod. I didn't really think of that bit. So all you're going to do, slightly go through, just like that. And you're going to keep turning the bung. You don't want to be doing the same part, so you want to keep turning it, just ever so lightly. Keep turning it round and round. Because if you cut through the same part and you cut right through, it becomes a right pain to do the next one. So just keep going through, slowly and slowly. Bring a bit more pace. Try not to chop your fingers off, that won't be good. If you do, I'm not accountable, that's all I'm saying. Blow it off a bit. See there, that's my line. Just cutting through it. Nice and easy. Right, so we've got it cut down after a bit of hard work on the tripod. So we've just done that. You see how that just slides off. Bosh. So you've got that. Now that should, I'm saying should here, go in to the bottom of the match kit, which I put down here. So look, that goes in now. Now that's got your elastic out the end. Now you can have elastic going down that. I'll show you how to get the elastic on right now. So, what you've got to do is, you've got to get the first section of your match kit, get your elastic, oh god, and then just put it through the end. So I have got a bit heavy elastic on than what I probably should, but then I don't really want size 3 in it unless I'm putting some line down the end, or even that with doubling over the elastic, because if you've got size 3 on a match kit, and you don't have a puller quick enough, or if you've got a longer line on, you don't be pulling up for absolute ages with just a little roach and getting absolute nowhere. So that's why I've put just a little bit thicker elastic on. We'll stand up now. That should just go down beautifully. Look, just like that. Feeding it through the top. There we go, it's come out the end. So just pull a little bit through. Get back down. And then you grab your second kit, which is just the same. All pressing ones have like another little roller on the end, so it's just the same as the first top kit, that first section. If you remember what I'm saying, get that down. Too much elastic coming out of the end, because if you've got too much elastic out that bit, it'll all fall out like it just did then. See, that was just a demonstration, I promise. Just get that down there. Just lift your section up like that. It all just goes in nice and beautifully, just like that. So there's 2 different ways of starting off what you're going to do. Personally, I start off with this end. Some people don't like to use a Dacron connector, and they'd rather use I can't remember what they're called now, but they're like a line connector thing. I'll put them somewhere up in the screen, these Dacron connectors. So I've just got the small Dacron, so it's just a real small Dacron connector. And all I'm going to do is, if you get down here, Carl, So, oh, try not to pull that off. So what I'm going to do is get me elastic. Well, get me Dacron first, make that a bit wider. Get me elastic through the Dacron. So, once I've done that, I'm going to get just a nice bit of elastic, just like that. Just a little overhand knot. Just your normal knot, what you're doing year 2 when you try and tie your knot. And then all I'm going to do is grab that, pull it, oh, not too far. Just grab that, put it right against the knot. Pull your elastic down. It's all going pear-shaped. Pull your Dacron over the little knot in the elastic. Not too much. It's just like that. You see how that? I'm just going to go and grab my scissors and I'll cut that off. Right, got my scissors back. Carl's little cool filming thing, whatever he's doing. So you get back to where you started. Always have your scissors on you. Just going to cut it really close to that Dacron. Bit closer than that even. Don't cut your other elastic off. That's what you need. That's your business end. Just going to put that in your pocket, obviously, or in a bin, depending where you are. And we'll get down to the bigger business end, which is where you're going to be having your little puller bung out of the end. So what you need for this is obviously your puller bung that you've cut, and you're going to need some puller bung connector beads, is what they're called. And if you've got another Dacron, that is what I use to get it through at the end, because these little things, oh, caught that. So I just get another Dacron. It's super easy. You can put them back together as well with these Dacrons. So it's not as if you're wasting them. So all you're going to do is take that and thread it through your elastic. Just like that. Just like you did with your top kit. It's pretty much just the same thing really. Just sliding that all the way through till it pops out to the other end, just like that. So now we've got that. Wherever I put that bead on there. But how do you get that on there? That's the question. So this is where the spare Dacron comes in. So take the end off the Dacron, like that, and then you can push the Dacron really, really tight. And this bit's a bit finicky here. Get that through and push it all the way in. It's maybe not the right way to do it, but it certainly does work. And that is how I do it too. Because you can't do a top kit without, so push that in. You can't do a top kit without a Dacron or whatever else. So now that's in, like that. There we go. Don't push it, maybe not push it too hard. And you could just slide your puller bead down to the end. Do it just like that. So now, that, if you stretch your elastic, it could slip and slide about. So what I do, pull, overhand, loop, knot. Very simple knot to do. Just pull it down, like that. What you want to do with these ones, which I maybe wouldn't do with the others, with your other top kits, is cut the loop off. Bang! So now you've cut the loop off. Cut your tag end off as well. So now, you've just got... That is perfectly how you want it. Maybe push it in just that little bit more. Bang. There you have. Perfect match top kit. So let's move on to the other one now. Right. So now we're going to elasticate the normal top kit. I know it's a carpet kit. It probably should be a normal one, but I've already elasticated all them. So you're going to take it into half, just like the normal one. But you're going to need one more thing that you didn't with either one. If I am right, I should have it in one of my pockets. And that is a diamond eye threader. So you will need this. If not, you probably should get some. Always comes in handy. I always have a little bit in my pocket. That's a new pack, just for the video.
Dad pays for.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong with that one. So what I'm going to do is, it's quite heavy elastic for winter. It's size 11 hollow. So I'll put that in my pocket. And on all your different top kits, I'll go down to size 5 and 3. It really don't matter. I'm targeting some bigger fish, hopefully. That maybe you can catch £8 carp on that, £10 carp in winter. Maybe not the same in summer, but we're not in summer now. So I'll just loop that over. Make sure, try not get it to touch ground. It's quite hard sometimes, but try not. You don't want some stuff on your elastic because it's quite sticky, because it should come lubricated, should the press and stuff. The same again, put it through the end just like that. Just keep pushing it down. I keep having snow dropping on my head, I think. There we go. Just down, just the same. Wait till it pops out to the other end. If it will do. Come on. Pop out. There we go. So that one through the first bit. And actually, if you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself, getting it through and pulling it round, do the dacron now. You get that dacron done now, you've got no problems with pulling it through, pulling it round. So if I could find me other dacrons, here they are. So I'm just using the medium ones for these. I'd rather go a step up in the dacrons and maybe tie another loop in the knot. So I've just got the medium ones, because I've had it before where I've put a smaller one on and the dacron's popped off and all my elastic has gone shooting out the other end. And you really don't want that. Right, so same as the first one. Put your dacron on, just like so. And just another overhand loop knot. Simple pimple. Let's get it done. Pull it nice and tight. Slide your dacron up to the knot. You can get in on that one. Yet again, same, nice and close to the knot. And then just pulling it over. Grab your skizzers. Nice and close to the dacron connector. Pick up your top kit. Yabba-dabba-doo. Now you've got elastic through the end with the dacron on. You've got no problems with pulling it to get the next elastic on. Should all just go through nice and easy. Right, so we'll go into the next one straight away. Same thing. Easy peasy. It is the same thing as the last one. The only bit that's different is the end. So when you get to the end, that is the main part. Obviously, when it's coming through the roller. Sorry, my brain's gone blank with all this cold. Got brain freeze. So that's all different. You've got a roller on the end of this one, but really, it should. If I can pull that nice and in. There we go. Get that down. Get that through. Nice and easy. Put them together. See how your elastic's coming out the end. Now this is the bit that gets a little bit more tricky. And this is where you need the diamond eye threader. So you've got the threader. Like so. Obviously get it out of your packet, because it's not really useful in its packet. And all diamond eye threaders have a little loop. I don't know if you can see that. So you see the little loop right there. Get that out. Unravel it. It's quite a bit of a pain. I think. If you get it out, once you've got it out, sorry, and it's quite hard for it to go back in, because it's nice and straight. But all I'm going to do is get down to here. I'm going to put a little curve like that in it. You see that's on a bit of an angle now. Just like that. That is what you need to do with it. On the loop end, because obviously there's a normal end and a loop end. Do that to the loop end. Keep getting a bit of it through. And then just size it up. Once you think you got enough through, size it up from your puller to where your elastic's coming out, to your end of your top kit. So all I'm going to do now, with that curved end, I'm going to push it in. Make sure your top kit's facing upwards. Make sure that's not on a bit of a bend as well. So from where it bends, it's nice and flat. That's what you want. So all I'm going to do is just push it in now, with the bend going down that way. And this is where it gets super, super simple. From now on, once you've got that bend in, it should, which it has done, just go straight through. So you see how that's come down that end? You're going to grab your elastic. You're just going to put it through the loop in the diamond eye. Just like that. Pull it up. I give it a little good look squeege on the bit of the bulgy end, just like that. All you got to do now, just grab it. Oh, look at that. It's come right through. Look at that. Magic. It is magic. That is what it is. So just take that off now. Well, pull your elastic down first. Take it out. And now it's pretty much just the same as the other one. But what I do is, with my diamond eye threader, so all Preston Duraslip elastics or hollow elastics come in a little resealable bag. What I do is, with the resealable bag, put it inside. Put your diamond eye threader inside the bag. Keeps it nice and safe, and it's not going to really pop out as much. So once you've done that, so I'm going to, same again, another puller bead connector with the same little Dacron thing as before. Make all your waders muddy, whatever they are. Oh. So get a puller bead out. They come in packs of 10 of these, so you can do all your top kits with them, and more if you needed. Grab one of them out. Same again. If I can show you that bit. Thread it through. Push it down. Thread it through the end, so it pops out just like that. Whoosh. Get your elastic. Make sure you squish it so it's a bit more open. And then you can just loop it over your elastic. Just like so. Get a bit through. And then all you got to do is just pull on the puller bead. Just like that. Just keep pulling. Quite tricky is this bit. Use a bit of force. Don't worry about any force going on the elastic, because it should get easier once you've pulled it all through. Make sure that doesn't fling off, like I just did. Pull it down, nice and simply. Doosh, 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 doosh. Bit more. See how I'm pulling that elastic nice and tight, so I don't want it to go and it stop about here. I mean, if a fish falls off, it's go nice and tight into there. So it's the same as the last one, just another overhand loop. I like my loops to be fairly big, so it's a decent knot, and that certainly isn't going to fall through. So there's two ways of doing this, and probably the second way, what does it? I like to keep my loop knot on. Because to me, with a loop knot on, it's giving you much more to grab. So you've got your loop to grab, you can get it through your finger, and you can always go like that. But if you cut it off, you're literally just grabbing that bit. But you can do either way, so you cut it off to there. But I like to keep it on, because I can grab it, pull it as much as I need, just with one finger. So to me, that makes it much more easy. So now, you've got perfectly elasticated top kits. And boom, we've done it. So I just want to say, I hope it helped you. I hope it's done you very, very well. I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.